Hi guys, today I wanted to share with you my April 2014 Project Life pages. I did 2 pages for the month of April. I did one design A on the left and I did one design D on the right. I'm going to zoom in and we're going to take a closer look at everything. Here's an overview of my first page, which is the design A. Let's zoom in and take a closer look at everything. Okay, my first card here is actually from a past kit. It is not from one of the current kits. I use 2 kits when I do my Project Life pages. That's Gossamer Blue and Scraptastic. This is from one of the past kits. The ephemera pieces that are here are vellum and they are from a February kit. I love this little ticket that says smile for the camera. It is so cute. But because it was vellum and hard to see with the patterned background, I just used an Ormolu black tag that came in the Scraptastic kit to back it so that you could see it a little better. Now this card here is from the current kit for April. The only thing I changed about it is I used my pen to highlight the month and the days of the week. I wanted to bring out the black in this card and I thought it was just easier on the eyes to read. Sometimes this pear green color, the white gets a little lost on it. So I wanted to highlight that so you could see it better and that it was April. These little stickers down here that say 2014 are from Tim Holtz. I use these a lot on my layouts, and you would see that in my past shares that I've posted here on YouTube. And here's another ephemera piece, and here as well. So I really like the way the title card came out. It kind of gave me a hard time at first, and then back here, I know it's a little hard to see, but there is a ledger washi tape that runs down the side, and that's by Kelly Perky. I love that little washi tape. I think I bought it on clearance for $1. So I really like that one, and it kind of broke up the really harshness of this pattern with the white to the right. So I love the way that came out. Okay, this is the first card of my layout. One of my goals for April was to clean up my scrapbook room. I had a mess going on in here, so I wanted to clean things up. And the first project that I did was this shelf from Michaels. It was a total disaster and mess. I had some cubby holes that weren't being utilized. I had a container that was taking up this whole shelf and empty. I had this shelf that was empty, and most of the shelf is housing ribbon, and I don't even use ribbon. So I wanted to change this shelf so that I could utilize it better. And this is the after picture. I really love the after picture. It came out so neat and organized. This is all of my art journaling supplies. I did a major art journaling haul recently, and I will link that video below in case you haven't seen it. And I love how this came out. This shelf is directly behind me on my desk, so now I can just turn my chair around, grab what I need, and then pull it off the shelf, put it on my desk and work with it, and then put it right back on the shelf. I'm really happy with the way that came out. Now the before and after is an overlay program that I use on my iPhone. I will link it right here, the name of it, and I'll link it down below as well. This is my program of choice now. I've used others in the past, but this is the one that I go to most frequently now. The background card on this is actually from the Honey Edition Project Life Core Kit. So I really like that. I wanted to bring the blue around. And this little cork piece right here, which is a wrench, is from My Favorite Things. I love this dynamic set. It's called Tool Charms. Now I believe it's discontinued from My Favorite Things, but I purchased mine on eBay and I really love this little charm set. It's great also for Father's Day, for Project Life pages, and for card making. So I really highly recommend this die set if you have men in your life that you need to make cards and Project Life pages for. What I did is I cut it out with cork, and then I used my brown Copics marker to give it a little definition on the handle. Love how that came out. Okay, on to my next card here. This one is from the current kit. It says what Sunday looks like: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I pretty much just checked off every day because it took me a while to organize things and buy the items that I needed for the room to put everything together. And down here at the bottom is another one of those My Favorite Thing cork die cuts. I love this one. It's a screwdriver, and again I use my Copic markers to put some brown on the handle for detail. This piece right here that says "Do It and Do It Well" was one of the Ormolu cutouts from the Scraptastic kit, and this is a Scraptastic tab. I use these tabs in every layout. They come in the Scraptastic monthly kits, and I cannot do my layouts without them now. So I really like them, and for some reason it just kind of reminded me of like a to-do clipboard, and that's basically what I was doing in the room with fixing everything up. So I love how that came out. Okay, on to the next card. This background card is from a past kit, but I like the colors and it worked well with what I was looking for. And what I did here is I purchased a new floor mat, and it's very difficult to see in the picture because it is clear, but if you look very closely, you can see it right here. My chair was not rolling around well on the floor. Even though these are tile, it just wasn't a smooth roll with my chair, and I would always get just kind of aggravated with it. And I've been wanting to get one of these floor mats for a long time at Staples. They're quite expensive. It cost me about $60, but I finally just took the leap and got it, and I'm so glad that I did, because now it's protecting my floor. In case I spill paints or glue or anything, I don't have to worry about it damaging the floor. I can just wipe it up from the plastic, and it also makes my chair roll around so much better. I absolutely love it, and the only thought I had after I bought it was, how come I didn't buy this sooner? Which is usually the regret you have when you find something that's really incredible. So I picked that up at Staples. And then I added some sequins here. There are 3 of them. I did the triangle because I just think that brings interest into the picture. And I used one of the kit's puffy stickers that says "This Here." I love these puffy stickers. They are so fun. And I just have it pointing here so that you can kind of see the mat on the floor. Down here where it says "New Mat," these letter stickers are from Michael's Recollection collection called Simply Pastel. I purchased these with Easter in mind, but this color worked out so well with the pear green that was in the cards for this month. So I just wanted to use those. I thought they worked out perfect. Okay, on to the next card. I love this card. This is probably my favorite one on the whole spread, even though it does not have a picture in it. And basically what it says is less on the left side and more. And what my goal is for my scrapbook room cleanup is less mess and more order. And I love, like I said, how that came out. Now, I used a stamp set to do the lettering. It is from the current kit. It is the April Scraptastic stamp set, and I love these letters. They are so perfect for Project Life. What I like about them is the size. I do have a lot of alpha stamps that are in my collection, but a lot of them are just too large. The letters are too large, and when you're trying to spell something out, you always run out of room, especially on a 3x4 card. These are amazing. I would highly recommend them. Now, I believe even if you do not have a membership with Scraptastic, you can still go on their website and purchase individual stamp sets from the kits. This one I highly recommend. And what I did is I stamped them out with Versamark, and I used my Zing white embossing powder to emboss them, and I love that because it gave them a lot of definition. They're raised letters, and then I circle punched them out. Here's another one of those MFT tool dies. Love this one. It is the hammer. And again, I use my Copic marker to put a little definition on the handle. Just really great the way this card came out for me. Okay, on to the next card, which is my journaling. I basically just wrote how I'm organizing my room and cleaning things up. This Snapshots wood veneer is from the current kit. The card itself that has the camera is not from any of the kits. It's actually from a Project Life Kiwi Core kit. Love this card. I figured since I took a lot of pictures in here and did a lot of before and afters, the camera would be really cute. I added an enamel dot from the current kit in navy blue, and this one is a heart navy blue enamel dot, and this one is from a past kit, I believe. Okay, on to the next picture. It's another before and after. This is the left side of my desk. Originally what I had there was this container from Michael's. I purchased it a very long time ago. It holds Copic markers and it has a little drawer at the bottom. I really didn't like it. It wasn't really a good use of that space. That drawer ended up just being a junk drawer. The Copic markers were kind of overflowing out of it. I had stuff piled on the top of it that just looked really junky and boxes piled on the side. I really didn't like the way it looked, so I wanted to change it. And what I purchased instead was from Stamp and Storage, which was my new stamp pad holders and a shelf unit, and I love it. I mean, I'm utilizing that space so much better now. All my Stampin' Up pads go here, and then my art journaling stamp pads inks, my archival inks go here, and then I just have some random ones. And as you can see, a lot of the slots are empty, so I have plenty of room for growth. This top shelf across the top that lays on top of the two stamp holders is actually a custom piece. I had Stamp and Storage create that for me, and it was really inexpensive. With shipping, it was $30. For a custom wood piece, I mean, that's just amazing. And the wood quality on these is so great. This one here was never good. Some of it was chipping. The drawer didn't slide open very good. There's like no tracks to that drawer, so it's just kind of yanking it in and out all the time. I hated it so much. I was very pleased to get rid of this piece. I moved my Copic markers to another section in my room, and when I do Scrapbook tour, I'll show you that. It's another Stamp and Storage Copic marker holder. But I love the before and after on this. I have another one of those My Favorite Thing cork tool dies. This one is a saw. I love it. It's super cute. And then I used one of the puffy stickers from the kit this month. I went with the navy blue because I was bringing out the navy in these layouts. And this is also with the overlay program that I use in my iPhone that I linked before. Really love it. Really love how this came out. The space on the left side of my desk, and it's to this direction, so I can just reach for what I want, like a stamping pad, and I have it directly in my hand. Really love it. Okay, and this is the final one. This one's kind of funny. This window is so creepy. It's facing me, it's that way to my left side, and I hate this window, especially at nighttime. It faces my backyard, and there's woods back there, and I always think there's someone out there peeking in on me while I'm scrapbooking late at night. It's always creeped me out, it's always been scary, and I've been wanting to do something about it for a while, and I finally did. I purchased some curtains for it, and I'm so happy that I did. I'm so much more comfortable down here. And actually, before in the past, I should have taken a picture of that. My husband was putting a bath towel over it because I refused to be down here at night with it uncovered. I'm such a baby. The piece here came in the kit. The only thing I changed about it is when I added the brown accents on my own handmade cork pieces, this brown and this brown did not originally match. So what I did is I took my brown Copic marker and just colored over the existing brown that was on the camera so that it would coordinate better. And I love how that came out. So I'm really happy with my new window. That was everything for my first page. Let's move on to page number 2. Here's an overview of page 2. Let's zoom in and take a closer look at everything. Now on this page here, guys, I used a design D. I challenged myself a little bit this month. This is the picture that kind of made me choose the design D. I needed to include this picture this month, and the only way it worked was in vertical format. So I switched over to design D, and I'm really glad that I did, because like I said, it challenged me and it made this page really fun to create. And I think that's an important thing with Project Life. I think sometimes we get into just a kind of bland, boring routine of doing the same kind of layouts all the time, and then you get a little bored with it. This really got me thinking, it challenged me, and I really got involved in this page, so I'm glad I did it. Okay, the first card here that says awesome stuff is from a past kit. I love it. I just loved that mustard yellow color. In the top left corner, I have the date stamp, and then in the top right, I have this Good Eats Flair. This Flair I purchased at Flair for Buttons on Etsy, and I will link that below. I also have a video of this haul, and I love her buttons. So this one just says Good Eats. The wood veneer stars were part of the kit. The only thing I changed about them is I basically colored them with my navy blue Copic markers, and then I used my Wink of Stella pen to add some glitter. And I know it's a little hard to see, but if I move it around like that, you can see that the stars shimmer, and I love that. It's so super cute. And basically, as you can see when I remove this, the actual Flair is on the outside of the page protector. And I do that with any bulky items. So this way the cards are easy to pull in and out and remove. And then they line up perfectly when you slide the card back in. This card here was from the current kit. It says amazing meal. This was a special treat that my husband and I had at Fuji Steakhouse. It's tempura vegetables. We usually don't eat deep fried items, so it was a real special treat. And the stamp set that I used for this, which says a special treat, is from the Gossamer Blue March kit. It was the stamp set included. It's right here. It says a special treat. I love this stamp set because it's food oriented, and I'm going to be using this quite a bit. And then I just use my tiny attacher to add the picture. I really love the way this card came out. Okay, the next one is my snow day pictures. Yes, it actually snowed in April. I can't believe it. Originally, the reason why I did the picture is because my mother was on the phone with me from New York and she didn't believe it was snowing, so I snapped the picture to send it to her so I could have proof. And that's why I used this little puffy sticker from this month's current kit that says evidence, because I needed evidence that it was actually snowing. I date stamped it here, and the card that says really is from the current kit, and I loved it because it had the navy blue that I kind of pulled out in the whole entire spread for April. Here on the left, I used another stamp that's from Art Kits, and this one here is the Here We Go Again, and it was included in the current Scraptastic stamp set. Love it. It's right here. It says Here We Go Again. And that's why I put that there, because it was like, here we go again, more snow. It just seemed to snow and not stop snowing this year. I don't know what was going on. And what's nice about this card here is that I did heat emboss it. I love doing heat embossing on my cards, and I'll take it out so that you can take a closer look at it. It came out really cute and really sparkly. I love that. And the heat embossing powder that I used is from Ranger. It is the silver. It is the superfine detail. I showed this in one of my last videos. I showed the gold. I now am using the silver. This is the greatest stuff on earth. I hate to use non-detail embossing powder now because it really does. It picks up all the little details in your lettering, and you can actually read the stamp versus when you're using a non-detailed embossing powder. I added a wood veneer, and I put little rhinestones in the corner for interest. Now this card just below it is a continuation of that. I think this is so adorable. This is some snowflakes that I stamped out, and I used two different inks from Stampin' Up. The first ink I used was Tempting Turquoise. I just love the way that looked. And then my new favorite gray ink from Stampin' Up, which is Smoky Slate. I love this gray ink. This is my new favorite color. So I did some of them in the smoky color and some of them in the Tempting Turquoise. And I'm going to pull this card out because I used my Wink of Stella pen to put on the snowflakes. And I know it's difficult to see, but if I kind of just move it around like that, you can see the sparkle on the snowflakes. And then I also added rhinestones to each middle of snowflakes so that you can see that. Really love how that came out. And as far as the lettering that says snow, those were from the current kit as well this month. I believe they were from October Afternoon. Really love those letters. And then here it just says really, because really, it snowed again. Okay, on to my next card. This is my favorite card of my entire April spread. And this is my cat Pookie. And she is at the window in my kitchen. And on the top banner, I have it say, I love everything about you. And then I have this cute little cutout that is from a past kit that says special moment. And I used a current puffy sticker again that says fave photo. And this is definitely my fave photo for this month. And the reason why this is a special picture is because she's at my kitchen window. Here's the path way of the front of my house and my flower beds, which obviously didn't have flowers that early, especially with the snow. And she is sitting in the window waiting for her daddy to come home. She sits there and waits for my husband to come home from work. It is so adorable. I love when she does that. And here it says every photo tells a story. That's from the current kit, and that is so true because this photo is definitely telling a story. It's telling us that she loves her daddy and she misses him and she's waiting for him, and I love that. Down at the bottom, I added a Studio Calico wood cat veneer. Love those things since I have 3 cats now. Yes, I have gained a new cat in the last couple of weeks. His name is Maxwell. If you follow my Instagram page, you will know about him because I put pictures of him, and I will link my Instagram below. He is super adorable. So now I'm up to 3 cats. My husband's been teasing me and calling me the cat lady. I don't know. I'm really not a cat lady. I swear I'm not crazy. Okay, and then this next one here was in my stash. It says, "Positively Cats Rule." It's so cute, and I just backed it. It was a clear epoxy sticker, and I backed it with some cardstock to match with the layout. I love how this came out. Favorite card of the whole entire spread. Okay, the next card that I did was of my stepson Scott. He did another race. If you look at my past Project Life shares, you'll know that I document most of his trophies and his racing history, and I love this one. He was first male overall in the 2014 Crazy Eights race, and it's so cute. Look at the top of the trophy. It's an 8-ball. How adorable is that? And I used one of these cork embellishments and I stamped "Simply Awesome" on the top of it. That stamp comes from my new stamp set that I got from Scraptastic. And this one's called the Worth Wondering stamp set. It is part of the Scrapbook stamp sets. I did not buy the Scrapbook kit, but I did buy the stamps. I've been doing that lately. I just love their stamp sets, and this one's fabulous. So here is the stamp I used. It says "Simply Awesome." And I used my Stays On ink to stamp on the cork piece. Came out really great. This Dream Big is just an overlay from me and my big ideas that I have in my sticker books. You'd seen that as well in my past shares. And then I used Tim Holtz lettering that says "First Place," and I used some enamel dots. And then here I just used a Guy wood veneer. Really cute. I love the way this came out. Again, this one did give me a hard time. Another card that challenged me this month, but I finally figured it out in the end. Okay, here's my next card. I'm actually going to pull it out because I did embossing on this as well, and I like to show you guys my embossing. Okay, this was a thunderstorm that we had, a severe thunderstorm. I am normally from New York, and I now live in the Midwest where we have tornadoes and craziness going on. So I'm a little panicky when it rains here, and I'm always scared. So I think that's why I enjoy rain cards so much, and storm cards and weather cards, weather-related cards. So I put this one together. I snapped this little picture of the pouring rain where it says thunderstorm. And this card was from the current kit. It says "Rain, Rain, Go Away." And if you look really closely, I use my Wink of Stella pen to put some shimmer on it. I love that. And then I stamped out these little raindrops, and I heat embossed them again with the silver detail, fine detail embossing powder by Ranger. Really love that. Those little raindrop stamps came also from the Scraptastic weather set that I picked up. They are right here, and they are so cute. I really like them. This stamp here on the left, which is the arrows, also comes from a Scraptastic stamp set. This came from the March Life Noted kit. It's right there. It's the arrows. Love how that came out because I wanted your attention to be drawn to the rain and the umbrella. So I'm really happy with the way that card came out. Okay, my last card is just a little silly card. It's me getting my hair cut. I took a selfie, which I normally don't do, and I used another one of those Flair for button flares that say "snip, snip, snip" with the scissors, and that link is going to be below. And it says "Today I feel," and I chose silly because I took a picture of myself getting a haircut, which I think is a little bit on the silly side. The story with that is we were leaving to go to Vegas, and my husband and I usually get our hair cut cut together. I know that's kind of cheesy, but we do like to have our haircut done together. While I'm getting my hair colored, he usually gets his hair cut, and my hairdresser doesn't need to make a separate appointment. This was the first time since we've been together for 7 years that I did my hair without him. So it was a big moment for me, and I just thought it was silly, and I loved this card, and I loved the color of it. It matched perfectly with my layout this month, so I just had to use it. And this Today overlay sticker is also from me and my big ideas, so that was super fun. I wanted to show him what I looked like in the chair just before she did anything. I hate when I sit in the hairdresser chair and you look in the mirror, you look at yourself and you're like, oh my God, my hair looks so horrible. I'm so glad I'm here. Okay, and then on to the very last card. The very last card is a little different. I used the ribbon from this month's kit. I'm really not a fan of ribbon. I have to say I'm not liking it for Project Life. I love it for card making, but for Project Life, it just seems useless to me. I could be totally wrong, and I'm sure there's people out there that have a different opinion, but you can't make a bow. It's just going to squish up in the plastic and look really funky, or you would have to put it on the outside, and I just didn't like the way it looked. The picture here is really tiny, but basically what it is my husband was working out in the yard and he picked me fresh flowers, and I thought it was so sweet. So this here is a piece of ephemera from the February kit. I love that, so I pulled that out, and here is a heart that I put over the camera. The base card that says photo of the week is from the current kit. The fabulous ephemera piece that's on the vellum is from the February kit as well, and then I used this little heart chipboard. I don't remember if this was this month's kit or last month's kit, but we got heart chipboard pieces and stars, so I just don't remember which was which, and I date stamped it. So that was everything for April. Now we did go to Vegas April 16th to the 23rd, but I'm going to treat those pages as a whole separate video and whole separate layout. I've been working on them recently and they're very involved and they're taking me a long time, and I have over 200 pictures to go through. Yes, 200. Crazy. So I'm going through those currently. I'm trying to organize things. I'm trying to get everything the way I want. I have started the layout pages already. I'm going to zoom out here so we can take a quick little peek. This is my first page. I'm going to show it to you real fast. Woo. And that's it. You'll have to slow down the video or pause it to look closer. I didn't want to ruin it. So that is the first page, and I've already moved on to the second page. It's just going to take me some time to complete it, and once I do complete it, I will do a video on it and I will add it into the April section of my Project Life book, but I'm going to take my time with it. I'm in no rush. I don't want to rush through it just to get a video out. I hate doing that. I think you should do your Project Life when it's convenient for you and you can sit down and take the time to do it. So I will show you those as soon as possible. I'll probably do my May pages before I show you my April Vegas spread. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I appreciate all the comments. I've been getting a lot of likes, a lot of comments, a lot of new subscribers. Welcome everybody new, and I'm really just enjoying this channel so much, and I'm going to continue to do this. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.